anything will bite a 3mm tungsten. So one of the things I really like to do when I'm ice fishing particularly is first drop the smallest tungsten I have in my tackle box along with maggots or waxworms. It gets you just bit. You can paint a picture quicker of what's down there because anything will bite small tungsten with something alive. Bass, crappie, bluegill, perch, anything will bite that small tungsten. So let's drop a jig down there. We'll drop the smallest 3mm tungsten I have, and we'll drop it with some waxworms and see what's down there. Stay tuned. Let's see what we can catch in a couple minutes. There we go, folks. That was in 2 seconds. First drop down the hole. And that is what that 3mm tungsten looks like, with just a couple waxies squished on there. That's a decent bluegill right there immediately. Get that fish released. We'll drop that little bluegill down there. That is a perfect eater size bluegill, so I can keep fishing and be confident that we have decent fish here. Something I really like to do, and why I like to put a lot of waxworms on here, is because I don't like that gap between the tungsten and the insect or the larva. I try to keep that gap closed. When they see those things separated, I feel like those fish are more likely to be bashful to it. There's a lot of fish down on this pile though. There he is. Another decent gill, not a big one. Still eater size. That's probably a 6-7 inch bluegill right there on that 3mm tungsten, just packed with waxies. You put a gap in there, like I said, and they will get bashful to that lure. Here we go, and bass coming up here, folks. There we go. Anything will bite a 3mm tungsten and waxies. There we go, nice bass there, folks. Beautiful chunky winter largemouth, beautiful. Let's get that fish down. Nice chunker. Get that fish released. Look at him go. Here he goes. Awesome. That's a good way to end it. A great way to demonstrate that literally anything will bite these. Your hookup percentage is good, but your landing percentage is down because of how small those hooks are. But it can be done. That was on 4-pound line. If that was 2-pound line, that would have been really difficult. So there's always gives and takes. There's always, you know, what's your target species. There's always things to think about. But the end all be all, like I said, is if you fish that 3mm tungsten with a waxy, you'll just get bit. And you'll paint a picture of what species are down there. You dangle those plastics and larger profiles in front of them, they could stare at that stuff all day long. But fortunately, they love eating those small jigs, and you can catch anything. There's a reason why people fish the heck out of tungsten and waxworms. It just gets you bit. You can always scale up. So there's always caveats. There's always finding balances. There's all what you want out of your fishing, but they get you bit. They get you bit. So I'll be going out Sunday. My daughter's been sick, so that's why I wasn't able to do a video last week. So I'm doing this kind of clutch, kind of just in the moment, just to put out some content. I thought this would be a fun little video to do. I only had an hour to fish. It was just to get out and get some content for you guys. So we'll be back this Sunday, try to do another trip, see what we can pull topside. A lot of fun. I'm just gonna start with that 3mm tungsten and those waxies. I'll switch out if I need to, but they get you bit, and I'm gonna keep fishing them. Great lure choice to start with every time. Find out what's down in that water. Just find out what's down there. Drop those small profiles
and those natural live bait presentations, they will catch you fish. Peace. Talk to you later.